In today's video, we're going to be talking about and comparing dollar cost averaging to lump sum stacking when it comes to our precious metal acquisitions. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver and also gold. And what's the best way to stack? Should we be doing a little bit at a time? Dollar cost averaging our way in, or should we be saving up the cash and using it to get a whole bunch of silver and gold all in one shot? We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new,
make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today
is Saturday, July 17th, 2021. It's actually Friday, July 16th, 2021. As I'm filming the video, filming a day in advance, so I have no idea what the spot price is going to be by the time this video drops. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. But today I wanted to talk about dollar cost averaging and lump sum investing, or in the precious metal world we can call it lump sum stacking. Now right off the bat, studies have shown, they have been researching, they have been calculating for years, for decades. On average, statistically, lump sum investing is actually better. There's actually more benefits. You see more gains. On average, I'm not saying every single time, but more than likely, lump sum investing is better than dollar cost averaging. Now, of course, this is in reference to the stock market, but I like to put them hand in hand. Stock market, precious metals, obviously very different. But in this context, I think it's a fair comparison. So I would go ahead and assume that lump sum stacking would likely be better or more beneficial than dollar cost averaging your way in. However, here's the issue. Many of us do not have that option. Many of us do not have a lump sum of cash just sitting there, unless of course you had been saving up for a while and you're just now getting interested in precious metals and you want to pull the trigger and maybe come in with a bang and get a whole bunch all at once. I guess that's an option for you, but many of us don't really have that option. Now, when I say and reference all the studies that show that lump sum investing or potentially lump sum stacking is typically and on average better than dollar cost averaging, that's not hating on dollar cost averaging. That's not saying that dollar cost averaging is a bad thing. That's not saying that it completely falls short and you're setting yourself up for failure that way. Absolutely not. There's actually not a major difference between the two. They're both excellent, and they are both a million times better than not stacking or not investing at all. Now, believe it or not, in my most recent VIP Club live stream, I'll leave the link in the description in case you want to be a VIP Club member. You can go and watch the stream for yourself, or you can tune into my weekly streams or enter my monthly giveaways and check out my daily silver and gold deal alerts and a whole lot more. We were talking about this, and I decided that this would probably make for a really good video topic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal a clip from myself. I'm going to include it right here in the video. Don't worry, it's only about 4 minutes long. And after that clip, I'm going to hop back on and we're going to talk even more about dollar cost averaging. Here's the clip. Here we go. Dollar cost averaging will make you rich. Absolutely. And considering the fact that we are not rich as it is, we really have no choice but to dollar cost average. And funny enough, when it comes to dollar cost averaging versus lump sum investing, the studies actually show that lump sum investing typically beats dollar cost averaging. So they say if you have a large sum of money, you should invest as much of it as possible in the shortest window of time. However, not many of us have a large sum of money. That's usually referred to like an inheritance of some sort, or saved up. But the point that they're trying to make is that you shouldn't sit there saving up. You should invest it as you go rather than saving up to invest it. Basically they're saying don't save up to make a lump sum investment. If you don't have a lump sum, dollar cost average your way in. And the same could be said about silver and gold, by the way. If you think about it, we're all dollar cost averaging our way in as we stack. Because how many of us are only picking up a handful of silver, maybe 1 or 2 gold coins at a time? That's pretty much how we stack. We're not sitting around with a whole pile of cash and picking up, 500 ounces of silver all in one day and then kicking back and hanging out and getting nothing done in the meantime. No, we're all picking up 5, 10, 15, 20 ounces of silver at a time. Maybe a 1/10 ounce, 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, or 1 ounce gold coin at a time. We're all dollar cost averaging our way in. We're talking about dollar cost averaging in reference to both investing in stocks and also stacking the silver and gold. They've compared time and time again lump sum investing to dollar cost averaging, and the studies show, on average, and it might sound surprising, but on average, statistically, lump sum investing is actually better. The only issue is most people don't have a lump sum amount of money to invest all in one go. Most people, like myself, have no choice but to dollar cost average in. Not to say that dollar cost averaging is bad or worse. It's just a different way of doing it. I would actually prefer to dollar cost average my way in. I would prefer to stay busy. I would prefer to pick up silver and gold at least once a month, preferably once, twice, 3 times a month. I would prefer to invest in the stocks that I choose to invest in, or the index funds or the ETFs that I choose to invest in. I would prefer to do that on a weekly basis. I wouldn't want to have this big pile of cash that I just dump into silver and gold in one day, then get no more silver and gold for 6 months to a year or anything like that. I wouldn't want to just put, $10,000 into the S&P 500 today and then not invest any more for X amount of months. No, I'd rather do that on a weekly basis or potentially a daily basis. As for stacking, I would rather do that a couple of times a month, at least once a month. So I actually enjoy dollar cost averaging, but that's just me. So yeah, that right there was about a 4-minute clip from a, believe it or not, 10 seconds away from a 4-hour-long live stream that I did Wednesday night in the VIP Club. I go live every Wednesday night, and pretty soon I'm going to be doing 2 live streams per week. And I also do monthly giveaways, daily silver and gold deal alerts, and a whole lot more. I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost, so I'll leave the link in the description in case you want to join. But away from all of that, I wanted to talk about another way people refer to dollar cost averaging. Of course, it means little by little, nibbling, getting a small handful of silver, maybe 1 or 2 gold coins at a time. And it goes the same for stocks, by the way. Maybe only invest maybe $100 or a couple $100 a week, or maybe $1,000 a month, just a little bit at a time, just slowly but surely getting yourself there. Regardless of how you want to view it, it goes hand in hand when it comes to stacking and when it comes to investing. But there's another thing people talk about in reference to dollar cost averaging, and that is keeping track of your average cost over an extended period of time. Now, of course, when it comes to stocks, it's probably all calculated for you in your brokerage app or however you go about doing it. But when it comes to stacking, this is something that you're probably going to have to worry about on your own. And it's not a complete and total necessity. I guess it doesn't matter too much, especially if you're someone like me and you really plan on never selling at all. So if you're not really interested in making a fiat currency glorified IOU debt note dollar bill profit eventually, it's probably not too big of a deal to worry about. It's probably a good idea to pay attention and keep track anyway, just to have for your own records. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've kept every single receipt that has ever come with my silver and gold. Any online pickup, I have all the receipts, I have all of the records. Now, for me personally, I had started stacking the last month of 2017, and for the entire year of 2018, I just kept stacking and stacking and stacking, and as the year went by, I was getting more and more aggressive with my stacking approach. I was getting more and more confident. I was learning more and more and more about the metals, and it just kind of turned into the snowball effect. I was learning more and I wanted more, and I wanted more, so I got more, and it just kept going like that. And I like to think that I got kind of lucky, because when I started stacking, spot price was only 17 bucks. Premiums at the time were only $1 or $2 over spot, depending on what coin you were trying to get, or round or bar, whatever the case may be. And for that entire first year, spot price pretty much did nothing but decline. About halfway through the year, I was picking up silver when spot price was like a hair below $14 an ounce, and premiums were still only $1 or $2 over spot. So for that entire first year, my first 12 months of stacking, my average cost was about 17 bucks. Spot plus the premium. Stack price. On average for my first year, 17 bucks. Premium included. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is beautiful. I miss those days. Nowadays, you really can't pick up any silver for under $30, and you're lucky if you can get it for $30, because usually it's about $32. So stack price has nearly doubled since then, just about. But regardless, moving on into 2019, spot price creeped up a little bit. I would say on average, spot price was between maybe $16 and $18 for the most part that year. Premiums were still about the same. I was still able to get all of my silver, or at least a majority of my silver, for under $20, premium included, but it brought my dollar cost average up a little bit. So rather than being $17, I would say probably in between $18 and $19 per troy ounce, premium included. Now here's where I made a mistake. I personally did not keep track during 2020. I had a lot going on. I have all of my receipts. I have all of the records. I can very easily figure it out. I just have to do a little bit of calculating. But I didn't pay attention to that at all in 2020. I had a whole lot more going on. We all did. We don't even need to speak of 2020. We know it was a very hectic, intense year, to say the least. So I didn't even worry about dollar cost averaging. I wasn't really paying attention. Pretty much my focal point last year in 2020, and also this year, 2021, halfway through the year already, I can't even believe it. We're closer to 2022 than we are to New Year's Day of this year. But what I was focusing on, and what my priority was for the last year and a half, was just desperately trying to get my hands on silver. Anything I can get my hands on for the lowest possible stack price. I knew that premiums were going to be bizarre. I knew that premiums were going to be sky high. I knew that premiums were going to be painful to deal with. But I figured, hey, you know what? There's not a whole lot we can do about this. It's one of those situations where we really just got to say to ourselves, adapt and overcome. Let's just keep plowing forward. We can't control these things. It's out of our hands. My financial future is incredibly important to me, so I'm still going to stay consistent. I'm going to still move forward. I'm going to still stay busy and stay productive. So that's exactly what I did. So if I had to guess, I would say my average cost of 2020 was probably, I would say, in the mid-20s. I got a lot of silver before spot price officially took off. I got a lot of silver at 18, 19 bucks when the premiums were sky high, bringing the stack price to probably close to $25, if I'm going to be honest with you. When spot price surpassed $20, I kept on stacking. When it got pretty close to $30, I scaled back a little bit. And here we are, the middle of 2021, stack price on average is about maybe $30 to $32. And I haven't picked up a whole lot of silver, but I've been getting my hands on as much, 90% as I possibly could. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of calculating. I'm going to have to do some math, some bookkeeping, I guess you can say, stack keeping. And I'm going to have to figure this out. Like I said, I have all the records. I just haven't really taken the time to sit down and go through all the numbers and crunch the numbers and everything. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, between lump sum investing, or in this case lump sum stacking, and of course dollar cost averaging, which method do you typically go with? I'm going to go ahead and assume you probably go with dollar cost averaging, but if you had the option to dollar cost average or lump sum stack / invest, if you had the choice, which would you go with when it came to the acquisition of your precious metals?
And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Bunch of brand new videos over there. I posted one about China banning cryptocurrency, one about AT&T cutting its dividend, other videos about real estate, videos about silver, videos about gold, and a bunch of others. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 3,000 subscribers. We just hit 2,000, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And of course, last but not least, the brand new DYDSS Karen Free Zone t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug.
My name is not Karen.
Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again,
what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to comparing and contrasting dollar cost averaging to lump sum investing or lump sum stacking, which way do you think is better? The studies show and tell us that lump sum, on average, statistically, usually works out a little bit better. But if you had a say in the matter, if you had a choice, if you could collect an entire year's worth of salary today and then just not get paid for the rest of the year, would you dollar cost average your way in for the rest of the year? Or would you lump sum invest or lump sum stack as much of it as possible after, of course, setting aside however much you're going to need for your bills and your car and everything else? Once you figure out how much of that cash could go to precious metals, would you pour it all in at once, or would you slowly but surely nibble your way in? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.